New York City only delivered mail by pneumatic tubes. You know what pneumatic tubes are? So it's for anyone at home who doesn't know what it is. It's a tube that you put a canister in, and at the bank you like put your check or your debit card in it, and then you send it, and it goes up into the bank, and then the bank does what they need, and then they send it back to you in the little canister. That's a pneumatic tube. So at some point, someone had invented the pneumatic tube and decided that hey, this is going to be like the future mail deliveries before the car was popularized. Mail theft was at an all-time high. This was going to be like the solution to mail in New York City. They even sent a letter from New York City. They ran a tube all the way to the White House, sent a tube to the White House. Like it was a huge, big press deal. And a ton of money was spent on it. They had these giant, like 30-pound canisters that they would stuff like 300 letters in at a time, and they would send it everywhere. There's a couple of strategic problems with this. One, they didn't own the land that the tubes were being run under, so they had to pay rent to New York City. Two, there was huge safety concerns because sometimes people would send tubes in too many at a time, or they'd send them at counteracting areas, and then the vacuum would break or it would bust or whatever. So sometimes people died or just lost mail or whatever. And then the third last part is that it was just super, super expensive to build all the pieces for this because it was a technology that was really, really specialized. And what ended up being the end of it, with the final nail in the coffin, was the car became popularized, and then people would just deliver mail by truck, which was a lot cheaper. No one died. Well, I mean, less people died. And there was not all this like stuff going on. So in my mind, AI data centers are having to rent space under the roads. The safety concerns we have about generative AI are the tubes blowing up. And the car being popularized is whatever is going to come next. And the pneumatic tube eventually found its place in basically being inter-building delivery, right? The pneumatic tube didn't die, it just moved into something else. AI is very much in the boom phase right now. It's cool, it's exciting. There's a lot of people who have spent way too much money trying to force this down people's throats in places it doesn't need to be. I don't need an AI person to help me at IKEA. That was the last thing I saw last time I went there. Walked in, an AI bot was like, "Do you need directions somewhere?" I'm like, "No, I'll follow the arrows on the floor."